Disclaimer, I am not selling this batch of soap. I simply wanted to film myself making this because I was making some Christmas presents for a couple of family members. So once again, I'm not selling this. The ingredients and recipe will be in the description down below. So to start off, we're doing our water phase of the soap, which is I'm using distilled water, and that's just to make sure all the ingredients is pure and nothing harmful is going into the skin. Then I'm using glycerin, which is going to add that moisture to the skin and keep it hydrated, especially when you're using lye and other products that's used to purify or cleanse the skin. And this is one of my favorite cleansing ingredients, which is cocoyl, which is a really gentle cleanser. This is actually used in like baby soap and stuff like that, and it's really good at cleansing the skin but also making sure the moisture stay in the skin. It's not too drying. The next ingredient is the SCL. I cannot pronounce this, but it's basically what makes the soap froth or foam up. And it's actually made from coconut oil or sometimes palm oil, so it's gonna add moisture to the skin but also make it feel nice and soft and silky smooth. So if you haven't noticed, this soap base is to basically keep your skin moisturized while also being really good at cleansing. If this is not quite what you want, you can add other ingredients to make it more of your preference. But if you're adding other ingredients, make sure you do your research to make sure those ingredients act well with this soap base, because you don't want a chemical reaction to happen and mess up your skin or just make your skin irritated. So make sure you're careful with that. And I'm also using Stearic Acid, which is a hardening agent. This makes the soap last a little bit longer and also thicken it a little bit. So if you whip this soap, it won't be runny, it'll be nice and thick. So this is the next stage, which is the oil stage, and I want to make sure that I clarify this. Be careful with this, because if you add too much oil or butters, you can ruin your soap base and your soap won't foam. So make sure you're being careful with this. But I am using shea butter, and once again, you can use another hard butter like cocoa butter or mango butter or something like that, but I'm using this shea butter because not only is it a good moisturizer, but it also hardens the soap or make it a little bit thicker. It also increases the lather stability and also increase the lifespan of the soap. Last but least, it also reduced irritation of the skin. And once you're done with all your ingredients, you make sure you stir it really good so it melts down evenly and more quickly. And I'm using the double boil method, so I have a big pot of water boiling, and as you can see where the handle's at, that's the pot of water, and I'm just putting this bowl on top of it, and it's gonna slowly and gently melt all the ingredients. This is not the only way to do it. You can use a crock pot or a candle wax melter to melt all the ingredients and, you know, create soap too. So this is not the only way. So once you're done stirring it, you just have to wait for this to melt down, and as it melting down, periodically you want to like stir it up to make sure everything is mixing up well. Honestly, it's not a real long process. So once your soap is done melting, you want to use your immersion blender to emulsify your soap. This is going to start the trace process, which is what makes the soap thickens and set. Also, it's just to make sure that all the ingredients is really mixed up and creates a really smooth soap. Once that's done, you just want to sit this aside and let it cool so you can add your oils and your preventatives and stuff like that. Because if it's too hot, then your preservative and your oils are not gonna really work that well. So to prevent that, you want to make sure this is nice and cool. So right here, I'm adding jojoba oil and sunflower seed oils, which are really good. They both have great properties like being hydrating, anti-inflammatory, and soften and smooth dry, rough skin while protecting it against, the light and all those other ingredients. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I also added our preservative, which is gonna make sure this soap don't mold when it comes in contact with water. And that's Germal Plus. It's a really gentle and awesome water-based preservative that you can use in skincare. And yes, I know a lot of people are not very keen on having preservative in their skincare products, but it's really good to have it so your soap lasts a lot longer and you don't create black mold or anything like that in your skincare products. So yeah. And as you can see, it's cooling down and getting really nice and thick. Like, I just love this, and I actually like to just add my sugar in the base like this, but you can whip this, so you can use this base in so many different ways. Once it gets like this, you're basically done. You just made soap. So right here, I was trying to show you the soap like lathering up, but I only had one hand, so it didn't quite do what I wanted to show. But I was just showing you that, yeah, this is soap and it actually works, and you can trust this recipe. That's all. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or want me to make another video on body care or have any concerns, leave it down in the comments. If you're looking on how to create eyeshadow palettes, click this video right here.